And welcome to Racing, Pacing, Chasing, Season 2, Episode 31. I'm Aaron Bain, joined by Tommy Javor. You're giving me the little leg rub under the table. You are excited, you're jumping about.
Yeah, throw to me, Bunny. Hey, let's just quickly, Bunny, if I can. How Romantic, 50 Shades second. I told you to go one out. Sorry, guys. But I was really happy with the impact. I said go each way. $5 a place. You can't complain with that, can you?
No, good.
But that's not the story. Trust Tom and Tice and let it ride for charity for the Great Walk. Easy as you like. Instant celebrity. A $3.80 winner. Look, Bainey, the jockey ex-conjugated a perfect race plan. Who writes this crap? My wife does. For his noble steed. It's conjugate. Think, plan, devise. But it was a beautiful ride and a beautiful win, and we're happy to find you winners each week.
And can I just report back that I have finished the 72 kilometres for the long run.
Yep.
And ticked it off at the last minute. I come from further back than Chautauqua, mate, but I made it.
Well done, mate. We're proud of you, and for a great cause.
I had to do about 27 kilometres in the last 36
You weren't in the actual sulky, were you?
They said run, walk, or win.
That's true, mate. Whatever it takes. But anyway, show, Bainey, lead us off, please.
Tommy, plenty to get through as always. We are here tonight again at the General Havelock, one of the most popular hotels in the CBD and part of the Fay Group of hotels. But there's plenty to get through from the news for the weekend. Spring Carnival is away and racing. We're looking forward to that 94 left in the Melbourne Cup, down from 187. They're dropping like flies, mate. Raw deal for Probably in the Epsom. We'll touch on that. SA Phillip Stokes unleashes the RP Star at Caulfield, which let it ride. We'll touch on that in more depth. There's plenty more to come your way. Let's get straight into it, Tommy. And before we do, we must thank our sponsors, the Gall and Brossa Jockey Club, bringing this every week to us as well, the racing segment. So, Tommy, without further ado, straight into it.
Look, mate, it's an exciting time of the year. I say it week. Yeah, I can smell it in the air. Spring Carnival, the freshly cut grass, the smell of the money from the punters, it's all there. Things are starting to take shape. Some exciting contests. No more bigger than the Everest, and 2 spots left.
Interesting. Chris Wallace group still to choose. There's been a couple, decisions in the last couple of days. Trekking's got a spot now. Bivouac's in so the Blue Army take two horses in. Eduardo, is that how you pronounce it? I'm not that.
Eduardo.
Will it go in the spot?
You found letters that weren't there.
That's all right. Former country trained Melbourne horse, back in great form for Joe Pride. So it's a chance, but or does he go with one of his own?
Yeah, the minutiae that is horse racing and the life of a trainer. Where do you put him? Who goes where? You're probably better equipped to answer that one than me, mate. But
I would think
go where the money is.
I would think he'd take one out of his own barn.
Yeah.
So, it'll be interesting to see what cards they play in the coming days. Now, Tommy, 94 left in the Melbourne Cup.
Interesting enough, you mentioned them down from 187. So 82 of those are local horses.
Very good.
Very good stat, or just very good? 82.
Good.
Very good ratio, yep. And 12 internationals. And I remember probably 3 or 4 months ago, a bit worried about the locally trained, but it's looking all right. A 10-year high for first acceptors. Your thoughts?
Yeah, interesting when you see the number from 187 drop down to 94. You might think, oh, they're dropping like flies, but it is actually a 10-year high first round. So interesting.
Yes. Has COVID played a big part in that, or?
No, I think the best part out of it is the 82 locally trained, the 12 internationals. Probably one of the internationals may well still win it, but it's good to see a lot of local representation.
Yep. It's fair to say there's no absolute standout, though, is there?
No.
You wouldn't say my money's going there, and there's still a bit to play out.
When they said Anthony Von Dyke was the
who is a horse?
That's what I thought. I said, who's Anthony Von Dyke riding? I've never known a jockey to be favourite in the Melbourne Cup, and it's a horse's name.
I must admit the call was made to Rocky. Who the hell is Anthony Von Dyke? There you go. Anyway. Probably was drawn barrier 18 in the Epsom handicap at Randwick. It's drifted from 350, just gone out to 7s.
Got the wobbles.
Yes, and the trainer's already said the horse will have to go back and be ridden for luck. You never really want to hear that, do you? You generally don't get too much luck in a 20-horse field. You might notice why I've moved away from the 20-horse fields, my impact tips, because I've run into trouble at times.
Yeah, no, we'll stay clear of that one. But what about our own RPC Star Instant Celebrity? The only reason this horse has made it on the big stage is because we just launched it into the cyber.
RPC zone.
It's it. We've claimed it.
We double back.
We claimed him.
Yeah. Double back. Opperman. Best full start racer in the country. But look, mate, we double backed it in like as we said, Trust Tom and Tice. It was a special and let it ride, and we've never double backed before. We really all liked it, so it's doing great things.
I'm not letting it ride this week because I'm cashing out. It's got to go in the long run, so.
Okay.
We're starting again.
So old money bags McScrooge's going to come up with $38.
$38.
All right.
Good source told me he had a lot more on than the $10.
Yes, I think he might have.
He's sitting over there, giggling to the cows come home, mate.
His fat fingers on his tiny iPad.
Very good of him too, you know. It's great when you come in, he buys me a Coke, you a water. That's our pay rise for the week.
And he does. He tends to break something each week as well. Last week it was a studio light. This week a glass. Hey, we've got a replay of some of Instant Celebrity's best work. Should you have a look at that, Bainey?
Let's have a look.
After a few strides with Yosemite, jumping well, Night Raid straight to the lead from River Knight. Then a wall of fillies pushing on the bolter out very deep on the track. Equimedical with Anavisto and Love Sensation. Personal about 6th the rails. Then Rock My Wand and Mozzie Monster, 2.5 Instant Celebrity. Jenny's Rainbow second last and Yosemite last.
Righto, Tom. News, brews and barbecues. Tommy, what do we got?
Well, it's brought to us this week by Ravnet, suppliers and supplements of medications for horses. Legal medications for horses. And it, of course, comes to us thanks to Lisa Justice.
Yep, well, while we're patting ourselves on the back, Tommy, 3 weeks ago we shouted out to our viewers that $11 was available on Russian Camelot, which we thought was a nice early Christmas present.
Say the horse's name again, please.
Russian Camelot.
I thought you said Russian Camelot. Russian Camelot, great horse. One of the producer's favourites.
Mate, why are we talking about it? Because it's now outright favouritism, $4.50 with bookies. And after you watch this replay, you will know why. Russian Camelot winning the Underwood Stakes as softly as you want. So
In the park.
let's take a look at the replay now.
100. Russian Camelot shook up by Oliver. Arcadia Queen is going with him. Russian Camelot led by 3/4. Arcadia Queen, Humidor Galo shot, but Russian Camelot's coming clear. He could be anything. He's class. Russian Camelot won at 2 lengths Humidor. Third Arcadia Queen from
Yeah, so watch out for Russian Camelot in the Cox Plate. The other race that got my attention this week, Bainey, aside from the disappointing news about Rothfire, which wasn't one of our tips, but you did say who'd win. I said Rothfire, I was wrong. It's broken down the Golden Rose at Rose Hill, so not ideal at all.
It's gone out for 12 months, had an operation. Yeah.
And for a horse that was odds on,
Fractured sesamoid, I believe. So
where's the sesamoid?
in the league.
Well, I figured, yeah.
Lower leg. Lower,
It runs on.
near side lower leg.
Near side on. We're not going to do that again, are we? We struggled with last
That's the
one.
left. If
Yeah.
you
So I didn't get that out of that claim, but yeah, all the best to Rothfire and its owners, trainers, connections. It's a horrible pill to swallow.
But we must toast the winner. So closing batting, Ole Kirk was very good. And let's take a look at the replay here now for a Team Hawks Quinella.
They come, Ole Kirk and North Pacific the outside, Ole Kirk, North Pacific, stride for stride, Ole Kirk, North Pacific, bob of the heads, Ole Kirk just won the Golden Rose.
Good win there, a little upset, Tommy, but Dallas N, talking about one of our own, will represent SA with Jamie Carr on and takes on Very Elegant Superstorm and the 2020 Melbourne Cup winner, Surprise Baby.
You just said 2020 Melbourne Cup winner. How can you're doing the old paneggiotto. You don't read the news, you predict the future. You're telling us who the Cup winner is 5 or 6 weeks out.
I'm glad you picked up on what I said.
I listen, I read.
Huh?
I listen and I read. So you're telling us the winner of the Melbourne Cup.
I'm not, but our great producer is.
Surprise, baby.
Winner of the Melbourne Cup.
Well, that is a big call early.
In that second week in November when we come on set, play this back.
Yeah.
Because our man tipped it.
Be interesting to see what you get on Surprise Baby at the moment. Because we'd have some fans out there who are going to probably just go, oh, I smell what the Rock is cooking. Not Bottle Rock, by the way, who was a beautiful winner tonight. But The Rock, the producer. Surprise Baby. Interesting. Finally, mate, Epsom Handicap Day at Randwick on Saturday. Bainey, I'm going to give you a sneaky Tommy each way chance here. Because Coldig, B20, Probable, B18.
Do you know what B20 stands for?
A barrier 20.
Good on you, mate.
Thanks for testing me on here. Oh, Clack of Titans. He's had a barrier 20.
You're just working out the B1.
There's the bananas in the race. Probably he's had a barrier 18. What can I say? Funstar, B19. It's like a game of bingo. Imaging, B21, and The Rock, B13. Do you see the pattern? The top 5 selections are riding for luck and will be out the back. The other favourite, Star of the Seas, has drawn Barrier 1. Barrier 1, that's right. So it can't win from 4 or 5 back on the fence. So look out for Colette. Trained by James Cummings and ridden by Rachel King at $20. It's a real each-way chance, Colette.
Let's hope we're brewing to that next week, Tommy. Time now for a brew. Righto. All involved to Rothfire. We're going to brew them because they deserve it this week. Heartbreaking to see Champions break down at the best of times. Last Saturday was one of those days where we lost and we spoke about it. So it's only fitting that we brew to the owners there out of the Everest, and disappointing that out for 12 months, but no doubt we'll see him back bigger, better and stronger than ever before.
My great mate Toddy Thorne always says horse racing has a way of catching up with you, and Rothfire was It was the form horse, it was the glamour horse, it was the sexy horse, if you like. $1.90 going into a big race, now all of a sudden gone. We wish you all the best, owners, and this brew's for you.
Tommy, it's time for a barbecue, and this one is over to you.
Oh, is it? Okay. It's not a barbecue. It's a bit more like a slow cooker, you know, when you put the tender meats in. Because this week
Let it go all day.
is a barbecue in advance. Oh, the Epsom Handicap Group 1, $1 million up for grabs. And my regular barbecue, a man who I haven't missed too many times. Huey Bowman.
You owe him an apology too.
My mind is ticking over on what are you going to do with Colding from Barrier 20. So I'll be front and centre on the couch. I'll be there with me tin lids. That's Scottish slang for kids. I'll have pen and paper in my hands, and I'll be watching the Fs, Huey. And of course, if you win, we cool, brother. We cool. 20-1. I can let it all go, Huey. Don't let me down. Don't let me down.
You're going to let that simmer for 3 days?
It's a slow cook. I've got the meat in. I've sauteed the onions off the stove. I've put them in. Huey's sitting there. He's got his spatula. Don't let me down.
Right, moving right along. Before we go to a break, there's been a fair bit to cover in news, brews and barbecues. We've got the money pot up. We've got Tommy's impact, plenty still to cover. So we must thank Air Diffusion Agencies, our platinum program partner for 2021. He does the old bicep curl. He loves that, Tommy. And also, of course, thanks to our Choice Hotels Group, locations all throughout the CBD. They're proudly on board with racing, pacing and chasing. And as we mentioned at the start, the Warner Bros. Jockey Club bringing us the racing segment. Tommy, time for a break. We're back with the money pot.
And welcome to the Money Pot. That's right, Bainey. I'm bringing in the Money Pot because it's brought to us each week by Action Line Marking, the best.
Done your homework?
No, I haven't. I haven't got a rap or a rhyme or a little ensemble for Action Line Marking, but it's coming. I was a bit distracted, but I know a lot of people like Action Line Marking. They are the best in SA for all your road marking and cleaning. Contact the boys at Action Line. They're the lines you want.
Tommy?
Yeah, for that one, yeah, no, I know.
You failed your homework last week, mate.
Let's get into the Money Pot though, Bainey.
All right, as we said earlier, 2 from 2 with RPC's Money Pot, instant celebrity. So if you're in Money Pot, you know you're winning next week. Yep, we've found another one. This week, we're sticking local. On Saturday, the Will Clarkin train.
The Element, Will Clarkin.
Parsifal.
Pass the foul.
Resumed over 1,000 metres when resuming from a spell. That didn't make sense. We said resumed twice. Never been great first up and gave this field 7.5 kilo head start, mind you. Settled last, made a move at the 500, switched back to the inside. Run gave about 80 from home to finish third. This horse raced in elite company last time in, including the DC Mackay and Irwin Stakes, and ran a nice 6 behind previously unbeaten Diamond Effort. Don't let him go without your next start because... Let's have a look at his last start, third on Saturday, Brown and White.
Don't take our word for it. Watch the footage and you'll see why.
Brown and White, horizontal stripes. Let's take a look at the Will Clarkin train.
Pass a foul. It's Streetcar Stranger opening up at the 200. Star Hills chasing hard. Star Hills is after Streetcar Stranger. Then pass a foul. Star Hills gathering up Streetcar Stranger. Oh, he's going enormous, Star Hills. That's 4 on the trot. And he cuts down Streetcar Stranger. Pass.
Well, yes, some interesting footage there, and you can always trust the Element, Will Clarkin. I reckon that might just come good. The Money Pot's been doing good things, mate. But on to our next one.
Footy, ride, no cover.
One of our favourites.
Brought to us by MJ Insurance Brokers and led by Steve McInerney and his team. Call Steve for all your insurance needs. Life insurance to income protection, mate. What do you got?
I can see why they've given me this note. Ecumenical, producer?
I can't talk, so yeah.
Ecumenical. We just thought we might get the pronunciation right on that. Ecumenical was an SA horse trained by Mickey Huxtable, who can really prepare a horse. He has this grade first up at Caulfield last Saturday and was bigger than huge. I guess that'd be enormous, bigger than huge. It's 5 wide. 5 wide always makes me laugh. 5 wide from the start of the 1400 to about the 500. 4 wide from the top of the straight and then laid in when getting tired up the straight. Should have finished last, but actually came again and it was delirious 80 metres from home. I've often been a delirious 80 metres from home. Finished 5th. Watch it next. Owned by friends of Rocky Butter. Is that Rocky Butter?
Yeah.
RB. He just puts initials in for himself, does he? This is owned by friends of Rocky Butter. Just dropping some names, are we? Tim McLeod, Spike Russell, and Jeff Prest. Is that Jeff Prest from PAC? Oh, what a ripper he is. Okay, where's a little powder blue vest? Hi, Presty. Take a look at this grey horse wide if you can. See if you can. You can't see it. Better call Specsavers because it's grey. I think it's a bit of comedy there from The Rock because it's grey.
Let's take a look at the replay.
After a few strides with Yosemite, jumping well, Night Raid straight to the lead from River Knight. Then a wall of fillies pushing on the bolter out very deep on the track. Equimedical with Anavisto and Love Sensation. Personal about 6th the rails. Then Rock My Wand and Mozzie Monster, 2.5 Instant Celebrity. Jenny's Rainbow second last and Yosemite last.
Did you like how he said there when it turned for home still 4 wide? Does he think it covers more ground in a straight line when 4 wide?
I don't know. Sometimes I'm not sure about the clock, mate.
Anyway,
I'm not sure.
You know what I am sure about though, mate?
Let it ride.
Let it ride.
All right, so we're going to throw Trust Tommy and Tice forward a segment. It's you don't get a lot of information with this one, but it's Randwick race 4, number 8. The Doos Dart. It's not even easy to say. The Doos Dart. If I'm saying that wrong, I'm sorry. I just got it. As I did my little bets, $18 with a boost on the win and $3.80 on a place. I'd suggest to you maybe take it each way, but we don't do that on Let It Ride.
Are we $10 a place or the win?
I thought win, mate. Well,
$5 each way.
We want to keep giving charity $38 each week.
180 up. Let's go.
The name of the segment's called Trust Tommy and Tice. You don't get any more information than that, except that Tommy Berry's on board, and I think that's a bit of an omen bet. So 18-1 on that one there.
Rock, get it on now. Don't forget that one, mate. You'll be 180 deeper in your pocket. Time now for Tommy's Impact segment.
Race for Impact!
Soft tonight, Tommy.
Yeah, because I distorted the microphone last week. So I noticed as well, just going back before I give my impact bet, you've just doused out the producer's notes on Let It Ride and Go On Your Own Way.
Not interested.
Fair enough. Okay. All right. So Tommy's impact this week will start with 50 Shades of Impact and go. You have to look no further than the first race of the day at Flemington. It'll be down the Flemington Straight. I'd suggest race 1, number 4, General Bow. Jamie Carr is on board. It's out the Ellington and Zara stable. It was very impressive on debut over 900. So we're just going to take it out to 1,000.
Step it out.
Just that 1,000 metre straight. I don't think it's going to find any problems in the 1,000 metre straight. It shouldn't. It's probably only chance of not winning is if a maiden comes out the box somehow. It's the class horse of the race. 1 start, 1 win against a whole bunch of maidens. 270 today being Wednesday. I think our new producer, our new director, our new whatever he is, Lee, will get this out Thursday. So by Thursday, we'll be interested to see what the price is at. 270, you'll get 540 if you double it with your corporates, which you can do in the first 4 races of the day. So race 1 at Flemington, General Bow.
Right, Tommy, the big one. Tommy's Impact, what do you got? Let's close the show.
Now, Aaron.
Tom.
It's episode 31. It's been an interesting journey. It's been an interesting ride.
You resigning?
It sounds like it. For my full-time job, maybe. I didn't have a good day today, but anyway, that's the story for another time. Look, Bainey, I've done a lot of things. I've had 5 wins in a row. I've had 5 losses in a row. I've had some big wins. I've had some crazy wins. But this week, my Tommy's Impact bet, each way, Bryce, you peanut, each way, my each way bet I got today at 71-1. I'm telling you, I've found one. 70. Now, it's going to have to pull it out. Mate, I knew it's going to have to pull something out of its backside here, but it is a chance. This horse
Tell me about it.
had 1 win, and it was a Tommy's Impact win one day. It's at Flemington. It's race 7, so it's in some elite company. Race 7, number 4, Toffee Tongue.
That is disturbing.
Got it at 71s, $14 a place. So you take each way, go each way. Get that $14 a place. It's fantastic. It's got Mickey D on board out the Chris Waller camp. It's had 11 starts for 1 win, 4 seconds, and it had those 4 seconds in a row and 1/3. So it places at about 66%. It's an SA Derby winner. SA. We love SA. The distance of 2,000 metres suits it because it's had 2 starts at this distance for a win in a second. I don't think it scares it. It has been out of form of late. That's why it's so long. But it's carrying 53.5, lightest horse in the race at a barrier 2. Very Elegant at 450 is clearly the one to beat and a horse I love. But Very Elegant's got bigger fish to fry. I don't think this is the most important race for Very Elegant. So at 14-1 on a place, I'll tell you what I did today, mate.
Tell me.
I chucked 2 on the win, and I chucked 8 on the place. That's what I... And you know I'm cheap. Mate, I'm cheap. I'm real cheap. But that's fine. At $14 a place, you cannot run your impact bet at 71-1. Toffee Tongue. Get on board.
Just throwing stuff off set. Tommy, nothing else to say other than...
Say hi to your horse for me.
Thanks, viewers. There it is. A wrap for this week. Been plenty to cover. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back this time next week. Hopefully, we found your winner.